I don't want to go on Twitter, but the comedy. Good morning to your face. Okay, first things first, my car is so goddamn dirty. This ish needs to be clean. I'm gonna do that today. I just finished an audition. I think I did great. I never really know how it went. I feel like the one thing that is happening, and this happens during 12 Clubs of Christmas, I feel like it's also happening now because of the show. I'm shooting so much. My mind is so sharp. I get in these sharp strides where like I can memorize things a lot easier. Not only did I memorize the lines, I read the entire script, and so I just understood the character. So even if I didn't remember the exact line, I understood the sentiment of what the character was saying and I was able to like communicate it. And I was really happy about that. Sometimes I feel like I'm so pressed on word for word memorization where it's actually just more important to become the character. So that plus this. Today's gonna be a great day. Finish my audition. I'm doing something so exciting today. I can't tell you about it yet, but I'm peeing. I'm literally peeing. It's so exciting. After that, I have a director's call, and then I have a chill day of just catching up on emails, doing work. It's a hiatus week, so I'm not shooting. I'm doing all my other work. Yeah, it's a sunny day here in Los Angeles, California, and we're gonna make it count. So another thing, let me tell you. So usually when I do auditions, they take place on a lot. Now, if you're not familiar with like Hollywood lingo, which why should you be? Lots are where like the Warner Brothers lot or the Universal lot. These are places where these shows take place. So a lot of people ask me if my show shoots on a lot. It does not. I'm very happy about this because lots look like this. This is a map of a lot. And usually when I have an audition, it happens in a place like this. And I literally have to allot like 30 extra minutes to find where I'm going. Here's where I parked. I had to find this place, but this is the sea of confusion when you're going to an audition, and it's just the bane of my existence. To do some reading, I'm gonna make the car my office for an hour because the next thing's not for an hour, but it's still right here, so I'm not gonna go home. I'm gonna read in the car for an hour. We gonna make it count. We set up here, fam. We set up here. Office vibes, doing what we gotta do to make it happen. All right, I read what I had to read, and now check this out. I'm gonna change in my car. Why? Because my audition required a certain outfit, but to do what I need to do next, I don't feel like this is the vibe, so I'm gonna change. Not because I'm on camera for either of these things, but just the vibe I wanna feel has to change. I'm ninja! My first time! Oh my god! I'm mother effing ninja! Look at me! Oh my god! Oh my god! Dang! Yo, Taylor, this is like almost how many people I beat just now in Fortnite. Like, look at our seats. Are you ready for this? Sports. Period is sick. Yo, that was like a three-pointer. Boom!
So last time I invited you back here.
Is he like out of bounds or something? That almost hit the rim. Icing. God, sports. Wait, how are they doing that to the goalie? I also just took shots with YG and he literally roasted me for having a taste. Alright, so of all the videos I've ever made, the one that I rewatch probably the most is if rappers were news reporters. It's the Eminem segment. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't believe I still remember part of this, but I love this verse so much. Like, watching this, I'm like, I miss this. I miss making videos like this. I cannot wait to dive back in. I freaking love this. I love this video so much, I'm not even in focus. There it is. What's up? Y'all, I'm mother from breaking out from all the stress in my life right now. I have a pimple here. These two pimples I've had here underneath my mask, can't see them now, but you can see them literally in every episode of the show, have been there for like 3 weeks. They're not poppable, there's no whitehead, it's just part of my face. And I'm just like, great. Shooting 96 episodes in 3 months, and literally in 90 of the episodes, I'll have these two pimples, and the camera favors that side of my face. It's the whole thing. Also, it's like hardening, so it's like hard to talk. So. Ow, ow, ow. We are getting work done. this vlog has been a combination of so many days. I don't even remember how the hell it started, but here we are. I'm getting a lot of work done right now, and I saw this thing on Twitter, and not only on Twitter, but just in my life in general. I had to vlog about it. Again, marriage, people getting married. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. As I've grown older, I've matured in my way. If I'm just real talk with you, the reason I make so many marriage jokes and maybe you can relate, I'm always like, marriage is because it's scary. Like, I know so many failed marriages. I have poor experience with relationships, so I think as you grow older, you're like, oh, marriage is scary, I wouldn't make a bunch of jokes with it. Deep down inside, it's just an insecurity. That is the case with me. Look at me, psychoanalyzing myself. But there's this thing on Twitter, which was reasons I might get married, and it's goddamn hilarious, and I thought it was so relevant. So I'll bring my friends out here getting married, so let's dive in. This is the thing with Twitter, is that Twitter's, for me, is literal hell, but it's also the birthplace of hilarious comedy, and I don't know the solution. I don't want to go on Twitter, but the comedy. Check this out. Weird reasons to get married hashtag. You ready for this? You mistakenly picked Mrs. on your library card application and need to rectify the situation. Health insurance. True? For the sex, don't do. Okay, what year is this right now? Spoiler alert, you don't have to be married to do that. I know our parents convinced us that was the case, but that's not how science works. To argue about what to eat because that's so much fun. Okay, is that not the truth? I feel like marriage is comprised of two things. Arguing about what to eat and arguing about what to watch. Is there anything else to marriage? Like kids and stuff? Sure, but really? I was looking for another dysfunctional family to spend Christmas with. Facts! Facts! Best way to appear on divorce court. Sure, I mean, you're trying to get famous. There's two ways. Friggin' crazy vlogs and divorce court. Costco card. True! Yo, that's straight up genius. Every married couple does have a Costco card. I don't think I know a single person, I don't think I know any single people that have Costco cards. I don't have a Costco card. Chase, do you have a Costco card? Beyonce told me to. I mean, fair. To be weird together. You know, if there was any reason that convinced me to get married, it would be this one. If I do get married, it would have to be with someone who is truly just the weirdest psychopath ever, who possibly even makes me seem normal. Weird reasons to get married. There's so many more. Comment below and tell me your weird reasons you would or would not get married. How do I feel about it? Here, that wasn't as soft as I thought it was gonna be. Oh, hello, little bum bum. Hello, little bum. Clearly I already have a love of my life. Oh, hello. Here's my viewpoint. I don't believe okay, focus. I don't believe marriage, I feel like people view marriage sometimes as like a guarantees commitment and loyalty, and like marriage is solidifying the bond. I don't believe in any of that. Divorce rates are high. I don't think you need a ceremony or a celebration or a party to really be loyal to each other. I think that should already be existing with or without marriage. I do think marriage is like a beautiful celebration of two people that love each other, but I don't think we should judge people who aren't married, and we should judge people that are married, and we should have ideas about what that means. I think it's very like, at the end of the day, it's the bond, it's the loyalty, it's the connection that really matters. And so if I really love someone and I'm like, yo, you know, I really would like to just have a party, maybe I'll get married. We'll see. Where were you, bum bum? You want to get married? Your mom, I'm just a little boy. On that note, I've been working really hard to up Scarbro socials, and I'd like to say that I finally cracked it, and I think he's dope as F now. If you haven't followed Scarbro on social media yet, what is you doing, Scarbro the dog on Instagram? It is right there. Follow up, because this boy needs to start contributing to the household like a professional. Like a professional. And with that, it has been a hiatus week, y'all. It has mother effing been a week of catching up on other work, getting a lot of sleep. I won't lie, I slept a lot. I feel rejuvenated. I feel great. We are diving into a stretch of the show now that is gonna be insane. Insane in the membrane. Actually, you know what? I do want to share something. I released a monologue, and I was like, should I talk about this? Should I not? But I feel like this is an important thing. I'm gonna close the door because it's like a private thing, and now no one can hear me. I do feel like it's like a opinion I want to put out into the world because I think it's an important narrative. I released this monologue about my experience dating women, and now right off the bat I want to say I know I'm open about this stuff, but I'm still very new to this world, so I'm still a little bit like nervous, and I don't always know what to say. I'm still new in the whole like even dating, and my schedule doesn't even allow me to experiment and date so much. But I made this monologue that my writers wrote, but it was very much so inspired by my point of view, because if you know anything about me, you watch my vlogs, you know that I send my point of view to my writers and they write a monologue based on that, and then I tweak it. And the monologue was about my personal experience thus far, my limited experience dating women. And you know, one of the comments, or a few of the comments, which I don't even consider them hate comments, I just wanted to prompt this discussion. They were like, I really didn't like this monologue, it was so stereotypical and like doesn't represent the LGBTQ plus community well. I think it was because I made jokes about like stereotypical gender roles with men and women, and there's one joke I made about, this is exactly how I say it actually. Actually, can we show it? I don't agree with this, but traditionally, if you go on a first date with a guy, he picks up the tab, right? With two girls, You're both just sitting there forever waiting for the other person to pay. Okay? I start off by saying, I don't agree with this, but traditionally this is what we're taught. And a lot of the comments were like, how can she reinforce gender roles? I'm just like, I clearly said I don't agree with it. But the thing that really I would like to, I'm not even gonna talk about what bothered me. The thing I would like to discuss is like, everyone has their own experiences, and it felt kind of hurtful to see in the comments people were invalidating my experience by saying, I don't agree with this. What you're, like, the monologue is called Lilly is having a hard time dating women. It's not called what dating women is like. It felt kind of like, how can you tell me that my personal experience of what I've truly experienced with the paying of the bill and all that stuff is incorrect and offensive and not a good representation? I'm not trying to represent everyone. I'm literally telling you my experience. And so there was a lot of really great conversation, which is why I bring it up. I didn't take it as like hate. I thought it was an important conversation. But I think, you know, as someone who is especially really nervous to talk about these things, reading some of those comments made me feel like, oh, like maybe I shouldn't talk about this. And it actually made me feel insecure about it in a way that I don't think those people intended me to feel, because a lot of them were in the LGBTQ plus community as well. But I feel like y'all should be my allies. Like, I'm so new to this world. I'm so new to talking about it. And if my experience isn't like yours, that's okay. Like, it's okay. I'm clearly not out here trying to offend people. I'm clearly out here just trying to figure it out. So just some food for thought. All love, all peace, all everything. But I think we need to be really careful about looking at people and saying your experience is not like mine, thus there's a right or wrong, or you're not doing a good job. Because the best we can do is be a reflection of ourselves, right? That's all I know. I'm gonna say, that was a rant, I didn't mean to go on. But with that, I will say we're jumping back into the show, and this stretch of the show is gonna be crazy. My hiatuses are done. There's no more hiatus weeks. It is a long stretch of 2 to 3 episodes a day, and my whole team has warned me like, yo, when we come back, it's gonna be crazy. So strap in. It's about to go. Thank you to everyone who's watched, who's been loud with your support, whether it's critical comments or positive ones, or not that there's a difference between those. Sometimes they're positive and critical. Thank you so much to everyone that's interacted, engaged. Really hoping for season 2, and we can't do it without your loud support, because trust me, all the people that want me to fail, they're hella loud. So we gotta be loud if we want the show to win. And with that, I love you so much. I love your Mr. Face. I miss your face and I love your face. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I need to do my mustache.